I'll be standing, I'll be sitting, I'll be waiting just for you. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. In time of sorrow, time of weeping, I'll be there just for you. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. Come rain, come shine, you are my heart. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. Iri Go Obim, 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 Iri Go Obim. I'll be standing, I'll be sitting, I'll be waiting just for you. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. In time of sorrow, time of weeping, I'll be there just for you. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. Come rain, come shine, you are my heart. Iri Go Obim, Iri Go Obim. Iri Go Obim, 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 Iri Go Obim.
Maybe some don't feel the same, the essence of eternal flame. The spark of all creation's love, the conscience that we crave to name. Maybe some just need too much, don't feel the waves nor taste the rush. Maybe love is just a game to know the flame is ours to clutch. Yet in that truth, presumptions fly to filter through our broken minds. We live to lose ourselves in blind, it's in the make of our design. And two is our free will to find the memory of all mankind. If only we can choose the flight, accept the fact that love is thine. These ghosts find hosts in broken boats to feed the coast of fallen hope. For in our will is scope to find the letters smoked in envelopes. Without the shadows none can grow, deathly hallows crave the minds. This life we dance kaleidoscope microscopic humankind. Some are designed with life in mind, to pray, to live and love and blind, and free will chances them to dance with shadows, seeking meeting minds. They feel the spark, it's theirs to shine, yet no two souls connect in truth, till both first hold to ghost and blind, then break to make their love anew. True hearts can start a wave of change if they decide to join their charms. The givers far too long have parted, dancing in a stranger's arms. Feel the pull, the rush divine, allow the pain to filter through, then let go of the ghosts that clutch. It's time to hold the hand of truth. Reptiles are the class of essence. Right now, you are not viewed as a competitor. You are viewed as manageable. Harmless people are tolerated easily because they pose no threat to existing hierarchies. The moment you begin accumulating competence, leverage, discipline, influence, or strategic clarity, perception changes immediately. What was once ignored becomes monitored. What was once tolerated becomes resisted. This is the point most naive people fail to understand. Systems rarely attack weakness. They attack emerging capability. There is no clean ascent. No rise through serious hierarchies occurs without friction, retaliation, betrayal, isolation, sacrifice, or psychological pressure. Every meaningful climb produces casualties somewhere, socially, financially, emotionally, reputationally, or professionally. People lose allies. People lose illusions. People lose comfort. Some lose themselves entirely. History sanitizes this process afterward because civilized societies prefer polished narratives over uncomfortable mechanics. But power transitions have never escaped. Every structure protects itself, every hierarchy resists displacement, every established group responds aggressively when its position feels threatened. The dangerous mistake is expecting progress without resistance. Men enter competition believing competence alone guarantees advancement. Then they discover advancement threatens incentives, exposes insecurities, disrupts arrangements, and creates enemies. And automatically, the moment you stop being useful as prey, you begin being treated as a rival. And rivals are handled differently. This is why clarity matters more than motivation. Motivation without realism produces emotional collapse at the first serious setback. But men who understand the nature of the game interpret resistance differently. They do not see friction as proof they should stop. They see it as confirmation they have finally entered contested territory. That psychological distinction changes everything. This is not a call toward recklessness, paranoia, cruelty, or adroitness. Aggression, undisciplined conflict destroys more men than weakness ever will. This is a call toward strategic maturity. To understand beforehand that serious ambition carries unavoidable cost attached to it, the individual unwilling to absorb pressure, uncertainty, temporary isolation, calculated sacrifice, or controlled confrontation eventually becomes dependent on systems built by harder people. And dependency is never neutral. The world is not organized around fairness. It is organized around incentive, leverage, coordination, and pressure management. No authority is waiting to restore your position voluntarily. No institution exists primarily to maximize your sovereignty. No hierarchy rewards innocence simply because it is morally admirable. Prepared people understand this early. Unprepared people learn it painfully. If you cannot emotionally tolerate the cost of advancement, you will unconsciously negotiate yourself back into submission long before reaching meaningful power. That is the hidden mechanism behind most abandoned potential. People do not fail only because they lack talent. Many fail because they expected victory to feel safe. But serious victories rarely arrive clean. They arrive carrying consequences, enemies, obligations, exhaustion, and constant maintenance responsibilities. Afterward, power is not liberation from pressure very often. It is simply the acquisition of more sophisticated pressure. The intelligent, therefore, stop fantasizing about painless success. And the moment that fantasy dies, they become far more dangerous than before. Two thieves stole a donkey. What followed was not strategy, but ego. One wished to sell it. The other disagreed. Their argument escalated from words to violence. each man more concerned with defeating the other than securing the asset they had already acquired. And while both thieves exhausted themselves competing for control, a third thief arrived quietly, mounted the donkey, and rode away without resistance. This is not merely a fable. It is the operating system of politics, geopolitics, corporations, dynasties, and collapsing civilizations. Visible conflict blinds participants to invisible opportunists. Nations repeatedly destroy themselves this way. Two rival powers become consumed by ideological hatred, territorial disputes, economic warfare, or military escalation. Their attention narrows, their resources drain, their populations weaken, their institutions fracture. Then a quieter power advances while both sides are distracted. History is filled with empires that collapse less from external invasion than from internal exhaustion during prolonged rivalry. The winners of many wars are not the combatants themselves, but the observers patient enough to wait for depletion. This principle governs corporate warfare too. Two executives sabotage one another for promotion while a third builds alliances silently with the board. Two businesses engage in public competition while a quieter competitor acquires infrastructure, talent, distribution, and influence behind the scenes. Two public figures attack each other daily while an unknown operator accumulates leverage outside the spotlight. Conflict attracts attention. Positioning acquires assets. The naive believe power belongs to the loudest participant in the battle. The strategic understand power often belongs to the individual least emotionally invested in the fight itself. This is why emotional people lose so consistently. Emotion narrows perception. Rage creates tunnel vision. Ego transforms strategy into obsession. And obsession causes intelligent people to ignore the movement happening beside them. The third thief understood something the first two did not. The objective was never the argument. The objective was the donkey. Most people become so consumed with defeating rivals that they forget to secure outcomes. They want symbolic victory more than material advantage. They would rather win the conflict publicly than quietly control the resource everyone was fighting over in the first place. That is not intelligence. That is vanity disguised as ambition. Civilizations collapse this way. Corporations collapse this way. Relationships collapse this way. Political movements collapse this way. Because while emotional factions burn energy proving superiority to one another, someone calmer is quietly inheriting the structure they weaken. The observant therefore asks a different question whenever conflict appears: who benefits while everyone else is distracted? That question alone reveals more about power than most ideological debates ever will. The loudest fighters are rarely the final winners. Very often, they are merely clearing the path for someone else. Modern Machiavelli, the doctrine of strategic power was written for those who want to understand the hidden architecture beneath conflict, influence, hierarchy, manipulation, and strategic control. Some people study battles. Others learn how entire systems are quietly taken during them.